English Shorten Junior, February 2019. Start. Mr. Chairman, Sir, I have gone through the speech of the Finance Minister. I am aware that the government have only limited resources at their disposal, but at the same time it will be connected that they have done very well in distributing them uniformly among the various departments. So there can be no room for any criticism that any department has not been treated properly. We have got a good allocation for education. In this connection, it is heartening to point out that Tamil Nadu is the only state which spends such a huge sum on education. Really, we may take credit for it. The honorable members representing the teachers were making their plea. If we want to meet their demands, I suggest that the government may make some economy here and there for giving some relief to the teachers. On this connection, it has to be mentioned that the second grade colleges which were upgraded last year are in need of help from the government. If they are not given some relief, it cannot be denied that they will face a lot of difficulty. I earnestly request the government to pay due attention to this matter. Reference has been made to the recommendations of the Finance Commission. As regards these, the Finance Minister has said that they are not up to our expectations. I do not know why our government have not given the reasons for this, but all the same, I should say that our state has not been treated in the manner in which and the extent to which we expected the Commission to deal with it. Then I must express my views about the taxation measures that have been proposed in the budget. When I speak on this subject, I am reminded that there was a deficit in the budget last year, but I am happy to note that conditions have improved now to a great extent. It is only right that the government may take credit for it. I do not think that the conditions are in any way going to be worse as far as this year is concerned. If this is the position, I think there is no justification for any new taxation proposal. I may assure the honorable ministers that it is not merely for the sake of criticism that I am referring to the taxation proposals. There is only a small deficit. So I do not know why the finance minister has come up with taxation proposals. Let me take up the proposal to increase the levy on diesel oil. I am sorry to point out that there is no justification for this. I know that many people who are in the trade have made the change from petrol to diesel oil at a huge cost. If we impose the increased levy, they will be put to a lot of difficulty. I think that is the increase is going to be passaged on to the people who are using the lorries. Letter from Anandan and Company, Madurai, to the National Typewriter Services Limited, Madurai. Dear Sirs, in the first instance, we wish to inform you that we have 4 branches in this city for the purpose of our business. We have 40 typewriters in all our offices. They require overall maintenance, including oiling and cleaning from time to time, so that they may be kept in good condition. No doubt, casual repairs will have to be carried out as and when required. For this purpose, we would very much like to enter into a works contract with you for a period of 3 years. In view of this, we shall be glad to know from you whether you are willing to do this work. If you are in a position to undertake the work, we shall be pleased to know the terms of contract, so that we may be able to take further action in the matter. On reviewing the work during this period, we shall also consider renewing the contract after 3 years. We shall be pleased if we hear from you at a very early date, so that we may reach a decision. Thank you very much. Yours faithfully. August 2018. Start. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to take part in the annual day celebrations of your school. I know that this school is one of the best schools in the country, so I am proud to be here today. I am aware that this school has produced many good students who are now in high positions all over the country. I would very much like that this example is followed by other schools in the country, so that we may make progress as fast as possible. In this connection, I would like to point out that it is not the school alone that has to train boys and girls. It must be realized that the parents have their own responsibility in this respect. I have no doubt that this school has the honor of having the cooperation of the parents in its activities. That is why it has become a good school. On this occasion, I would like to stress that the schools should not stop with giving education alone to the students. It is most important that they should train them to be good citizens. I am glad that this school is doing all it can in this direction. As you know, science is becoming very important in the present day world. So it is very necessary to give importance to this subject in all schools. Another important thing to which I would like to refer is health. It is not necessary for me to point out the importance of games and sports. I think you will agree that they are the best means of improving the health condition of people in this country. I shall be glad if the students understand the value of self help. It is the best way in which we can make progress very quickly. So, I would like to say that sufficient importance should be given to this aspect of the matter. We are now living in an era of computers. I am sure you are aware of the great advance made in this field. There is no doubt that it will be of great use to you in the matter of progress. It will be good if you make maximum use of computers to make improvements in education and in raising the standard of students also. You may rest assured that the government will give all necessary help for this purpose. Letter from Muthu and Company, Kolkata, to Messrs. Sekhar and Company, Bangalore. Dear Sirs, in response to your letter of the 6th instant, we have great pleasure in appointing you as our sole selling agent for the whole of India for the sale of our garments and other articles. For this purpose, you will have to advance to us a sum of rupees 3 lakhs. It will carry interest at 6% per annum. We enclose our current price list for your information. If there are any defects in goods, we assure you that they will be replaced free of cost. For the purpose of promotion of our business, we shall contact all publicity and advertising in consultation with you, and we shall include your name as our sole selling agent. We request your confirmation of acceptance at an early date. We hope and trust that our business will grow at a rapid pace under this arrangement. Yours faithfully. August 2017. Start. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad that you have given me the opportunity of taking part in this function. I am particularly happy because you belong to a community from which the country was able to derive great benefits in the past and from which it hopes to get more in the future. Any person who has had some association at any time with our independence movement must be aware that whenever the help of the business community was sought, they responded to the appeal liberally. I remember particularly the time when we were planning to organize a complete boycott of foreign cloth and also to bring about a closure of the cotton exchange. I have special knowledge of how the business community did all that it could for the success of that move and also of the independence movement. Similarly, on many other occasions, when an appeal was made to you for your help, your community helped not only by its valuable advice but also in other ways. Thus, your past contribution to the country is commendable, and I hope and trust that in the future also you will not lag behind in any way. You are all aware that this is a time of crisis not only for our country but for the whole world. The people are deeply worried due to the scarcity of food and cloth and high prices of other commodities. The government, I am afraid, would not be able to get over these difficulties by its own efforts alone. It is therefore the duty of every Indian to do what he can to help the government to tide over this crisis. It is my hope that all of you would give the country the benefit of your experience and would also do all that you can for helping the country at this time of difficulty. I know that in certain matters the policy of the government does not correspond to your wishes. It is also possible that more differences may arise between the business community and the government. However, it will be accepted by all that the paramount objective before us is the survival of our country, our people, and our state. Keeping this high objective in view, it is the duty of everyone, notwithstanding the differences, to make his contribution to the service of the country, and I hope you will do so. Letter dated 10th April 2018 from Nathan and Brothers, Madurai, to Messrs. Brown and Brothers, Chennai. Dear Sirs, we have received your letter of the 5th instant. We hereby acknowledge the receipt of 5 consignments of goods sent by you by rail, and we are glad to note that the goods are of good quality, matching the samples shown to us. At the same time, we regret to inform you that one of these consignments had been damaged to such an extent that the goods had become useless and had to be thrown away as waste. We are sure that the cause for such damage lies with the rail authorities who have not handled the goods with care. We enclose herewith a copy of our complaint to the railway authorities. You may take up the matter at your end and pursue the claim for damages in transit, kindly send replacements at an early date. Yours faithfully. August 2016. Start. Dear students, I wish to express my happiness to be in your midst and to exchange some of my views with you. I would like to state at the outset that I am much impressed by the beauty of this city. I am also aware of the fact that this city is well known for its educational institutions which attract students from all parts of the country. I would also like to place on record my appreciation for the student community which has given color and life to this function. I am very happy to participate in the centenary celebrations of this educational institution, which is one of the oldest in this city. I am told that this institution had a humble beginning when it was started 100 years ago. I am also aware that it was established to educate a few girls of this area and its surroundings. It is a matter of great satisfaction for all of us that it has become a famous institution of learning and it is considered as one of the best performing schools in the whole country. This educational institution is very well known for its standard of education. This has become possible because of the hard work and dedication of its staff and also students. I hope that this school will continue its good work in the field of education in the years to come. You are all aware of the fact that education alone helps the students to understand the world and to become better individuals. On this occasion, I think it is my duty to advise you to prepare yourself for a very bright future. I hope that you will appreciate the fact that women make up about half the population of our country. A nation cannot progress without educating and empowering its women. It is important for primary and secondary schools to provide more support to their students so that they may become self confident and strong. At this juncture, I would like to stress the need to improve the economic condition of women, particularly in villages and rural areas. There is no doubt that this could be done through the activities of women self help groups. I believe that an educated woman can take better care of her family. With these words, I express my good wishes to you for success in the years to come. Thank you. Letter dated 1st February 2016 from James and Company, Kolkata, to Messrs. Kesavan and Brothers, Hyderabad. Dear sirs, we are in receipt of your letter dated 20th January 2016, wherein you have pointed out the delay on our part in sending the goods ordered by you and the difficulties you faced on account of the delay. We really regret very much the said delay on our part. We wish to bring to your kind attention the circumstances which prevented us from sending the goods ordered promptly. There was a labor problem which resulted in the strike of the workers and the consequent stoppage of production. The labor problem has now been solved and production has already begun. We hope that there will be no further dispute with labor. The workers are now prepared to work overtime to increase the production. We would like to assure you that such delay will not recur. Yours faithfully, February 2015. Start. Mr. Speaker, sir, this Parliament has met after 3 months, during which there has been a change in our political scene. We see here many new faces, and I had hoped that new ideas also would come about, but I am sorry I did not see any such thing. Of course, the honorable members opposite may be pleased with the success they have gained in some states, but what is important is this: whichever party may be in power, it should use the opportunity to solve the problems which face the country. The most important question which we face today is the question of food and drought in some parts of the country. I would like to say a few words about my visits to some states. I saw that the lands were dry. There is no doubt that the recent rains gave some relief, but this is a crisis that we will have to face again within a short time. I found that a great deal of work was being done. The center will do all it can to supply the necessary equipment to meet the needs. We are also trying to get the support of all people who can help in this. The state governments are doing the job to the best of their ability. It is necessary for me to point out the supply of Food grains is in shortage all over the country and we are not able to meet the full demand of the states. We will discuss this matter in great detail at the proposed Chief Minister's conference towards the end of this week. I feel that there is now need for a national sharing of the distress. At the same time, we should mobilize all our energies and all our resources and cut all our lavish needs. This is something which we can do only with the fullest cooperation of all the states. It is something which we must discuss and we must formulate a plan which can be carried out in all parts of the country. Some have said that we would rather starve than import food. I am afraid I cannot agree with this. We may have to starve to some extent because we cannot import as much as is needed. As a matter of fact, it is a problem which faces the entire country and it is a national problem. Letter from Krishna Safe Manufacturing Company, Mumbai to Messrs. Money and Company, Ahmedabad. Dear sirs, we thank you for your letter of the 3rd instant. We have sent you separately our catalog of safes and cupboards. As regards our safes, the catalog indicates how they are superior to those of other makes. We may add that the fire resisting quality of our safes has been fully established during the recent fires in this city. We are pleased to invite you to pay us a visit so that you may be able to see for yourself all types of safes and also a few of those which have not been affected in some of the worst fires. We are glad to point out that our cupboard is in accordance with your requirements and we can supply it from our stock. Its price is rupees 900 subject to a discount of 2% for cash delivery. Yours faithfully,